Hello everyone, my name is Taylor Schiller and this is my PechaKucha presentation. My philosophy regarding leisure has come from my journey. Sports and adventure trips as a kid, volunteer experiences in high school, and getting my degree in recreational therapy have all been a part of shaping my beliefs. Now I continue to grow and further define with my work and getting my master's. I had a lot of recreation options open to me as a kid. Before preschool, my mom didn't work and we could take a day trip to the beach and explore. When I became old enough to participate in sports programs, I signed up for most, including soccer, baseball, and basketball. I also spent a lot of time at YMCA summer camp and after-school programs. This made my leisure experience growing up broad and full of fun. My recreation was an important facet of my life. For me, recreation came with my favorite memories. My family and I could run away from the stresses of everyday life and just enjoy time together. Growing up with these memories and growth from leisure pushed me towards wanting to provide that for everyone. I wanted to make everyone as happy as we all are in this picture. I began to see adaptive recreation when I started volunteering in high school. When I was in these settings, I could just experience the pure joy from recreation I was searching for. I was just left with the question with how could I turn this passion into something I could do for life. I found that with recreational therapy and began my undergraduate study at University of North Carolina, Wilmington. My classes were a prompt for me to start thinking of my views regarding leisure. My teachers gave me the knowledge in terms to begin thinking more critically about its role in our lives. I continually was looking for a direction to take my views in, not knowing how I felt about a multitude of ideals and beliefs. UNCW introduced me to my two great idols. My advisor, Dr. Kinney, was the most genuine human being I have ever come across. He held such a strong belief in the power of recreational therapy that it helped shape my passion for the field. Dr. Kinney loved to have discussions on all aspects of leisure and life. The other professor I looked up to was Dr. Johnson, who embodied believing in something and making it happen. As founder of the Miracle League in Wilmington, I always looked up to him and loved to discuss community recreation with him. During my first semester of class, I began volunteering with Miracle League of Wilmington. I was instantly hooked from the first second of being there. It grew my passion from my past experience and put into perspective of focusing on strengths that my teachers discussed so often. My time spent volunteering continued to be a place where I could see what I learned about recreational therapy come to life. I also spent my time in college delving further into what leisure meant for me. For this, I started participating in as many services provided by Seahawk Adventures as I could fit into my schedule. I started trying new experiences and then going back on repeated trips. I continued to ask myself, what does leisure mean to me? My philosophy was also heavily influenced by my minor in applied behavior analysis, where precise and observable definitions are the key to achieving change. With all my discussions in class, I shaped my belief about leisure into an easily definable definition. To me, leisure is the activities that people engage in during their time that is free of obligations and work. I choose this definition as it gave an observable measure of leisure. This allows me and other practitioners to make it more objective across people and monitor change in measurable ways. Though I do believe that leisure comes with a state of mind, the joy and growth I experienced throughout my life came from a mindset that leisure achieved. Though adding a state of mind to my definition comes with issues. People are not universally able to complete self-report measures. In addition, intrinsic motivation becomes a confounding variable. Every day I work with our participants, I see that state of mind. When we are able to remove constraints from leisure for individuals with disabilities, we can give them freedom and improve their quality of life. I also believe that leisure helps create community by creating social spaces for individuals to connect to others. For me, I made friends by signing up at Seahawk Adventures, by meeting people who share my interests. For individuals with disabilities, this effect is amplified. When I chose to get my master's, I wanted to broaden my horizons, and the first step was this class. Getting my master's was the next step in my journey to continue growing and improving on my skills to provide the best leisure services possible. I found that my philosophy has a name, that my epistemological stance, I am a critical theorist. I believe that we should use knowledge and research to come together to change our community. This really resonates with me, as the organizations I work for exist because of the lack of programs for individuals with disabilities in most communities. I do believe in the issues with this theory. The top issue is that it can segregate other populations, or consistently denying services for individuals with disabilities that do not meet our requirements, yet could easily benefit just the same. The reason we deny them from our services is believing that it would not be socially appropriate. And this puts me at odds with my organization. I would love to open our doors to a wider scope of disabilities, though I do believe that it comes with the question, do we draw the line? With disability being such a broad category, do we have a new cutoff? And in addition, I believe that we should use our positioning to conduct research to help others create what we have in their communities. But our organization does not want our clients to be research participants. One of the ways I've broadened my horizons is thinking about how leisure can be used to control society. In some societies, this can be appeasing of the masses, as with ancient Rome. It can also take on a very different roles, such as imparting moral values and societal rules. And we can see this through the power of play through animal species. Leisure fills in the role of giving a space as kids to grow and develop healthy guidelines for how we behave in our societal groups. With continuing to further define my leisure philosophy, I hope to use it to help direct my future. I have found that I want to add to the knowledge of adaptive recreation. That way every community can come together to ensure that individuals with disabilities have equal access to leisure. I hope you enjoyed my PechaKucha presentation, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for being great classmates.